So last week I took it upon myself to experiment with this because Joe and his friend bought this livestock cattle tub from Ace Hardware or like from something like that, from Tractor Supply. And they put it in the back, and the friend is just filling it up with hose water and dumps a bunch of ice into it. The funniest part is Joe's mom saw the friend doing this, did not even question like, hey, what are you doing? She just was like, all right, see you later. And, like, and I'm like, it's like actually so funny because this friend would be the one doing that. So she obviously would not question it. Anyways, then Monday morning, Joe was like, you're not going to cold plunge, are you? And I was like, I don't know. It was kind of chilly. It was like 40 degrees. He had like ice bags on hand. He puts it in. I watch him do it for 3 minutes and I'm like, okay, I'll do it for 1. So I did it for 1. Day 2, I did it for 2. Day 3, 3 minutes. Day 4, 3 minutes. Day 5, 1 minute. So every single day, Monday through Friday last week, I did it. And I am not kidding you. It is mentally the hardest thing you will ever do. But if you go into it saying this is going to be the hardest part of my day, I'm telling you, you can conquer anything that day. Anything. The world is your goddamn oyster. No, but if you literally think of it like this is going to be the entirely hardest part of my day, I'm going to get through the day with no stress. So with that being said, I posted on my Instagram like every day to get people's juices flowing about cold plungers.
The juice is flowing.
And a lot of people were like, why are you doing that? That's insane. That's so crazy that you would willingly go in something cold. And I hate the cold. Everyone knows that.
I also hate the colds.
However, the benefits definitely outweigh it being cold.
I was wondering. Well put. Really, really good, Car.
So let me just say something to you.
The benefits outweigh the drawbacks.
There aren't many drawbacks besides it being fucking freezing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So the main idea behind cold therapy is as follows. By willingly exposing our bodies to the stress of the cold, we can regulate our nervous system and learn how to better manage stress. The human's body response to cold is similar to how we respond to other stressors in life. This includes reactions such as an elevated heart rate, feelings of panic, body contractions, and shallow breathing. Intentionally subjecting ourselves to distress helps us cope. Whoa. Just had a stroke. Helps us cope with stress better. And that's precisely what makes the cold immersion so impactful. So that's just one part of it. In addition, it also helps your lymphatic system so much. It stimulates leukocytes.
I don't know what you're reading.
Leukocytes. Am I saying it wrong? Something like that.
Sure.
The white blood cells. That's what the white blood cells that help fight off sickness. It also causes the lymphatic system to contract, forcing fluid through the lymph nodes. The process aids in detoxing the body and strengthening your immune system, which is definitely something I am interested in.
Oh, yeah. I mean, so what a lot of people think of when they think of an ice bath is a lot of professional athletes and people who, do a lot of rigorous exercise, marathoners, ultra marathoners, Ironman. I mean, we used to do it a lot in college after really hard swim practices or lifts because it really does help, as well as those other benefits. It does help sore muscles as well. It helps recovery. Inflammation in the body. There are people that should not do ice baths as well. So if you have heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, peripheral neuropathy, poor circulation. Neuropathy. Yep. Cold agglutinin disease and venistasis. I don't actually know what those two things are, but if you have them, don't do it. So like Carly said, and like I said, it eases those sore muscles. And there was actually a couple studies showing that. So a couple studies have shown they're like, it doesn't make that big of a difference, but that was in 2017. And then in 2021, there was a study of college soccer players that showed cold water immersion therapy promotes basic post-sport recovery as well. It does reduce your core body temp. So when we were talking about the temperature in which the water should be. Hurley, what do you think the ideal temperature should be?
I think I said 32, but I feel like that's wrong.
It is, because that is the temperature in which water freezes.
I know.
So you are just laying on ice.
But that's
How about
okay.
40? We'll say 40. Was that the other option?
50.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
So it's not too cold.
55, about 55, 50 to 60 degrees is the ideal temperature.
So it's like ocean water.
Yeah.
Or
So
Maine ocean water.
here's the thing though. So that's the ideal temperature if you're looking to do it for up to 15 minutes. Okay. So another one of the questions was, how long should you stay in an ice bath? 5 minutes, as long as you can, no more than 15, or an hour. So if you're doing the ice bath at that ideal temperature around 50 to 60 degrees, you don't want to do it for any longer than 15 minutes. The reason being, you can get frostbite. So, or hypothermia. You can get hypothermia. So you do not want to do it for so long. However, in some instances, if it is colder, you just drop in time. So Connor Murphy, one of our Big Night owns, shout out to him. He DM'd us and was like, I prefer a colder ice bath, but just a shorter period of time. So it's really up to you based on it. But if you're looking to just stay in for a while, make sure it's not too cold, because then you can actually be putting yourself in danger.
Also, what I heard is that if you do go in it and you just keep your body completely frozen in it, your body heat like absorbs into the water around you. So you therefore get warmer. So you have to continue to move your body, your legs, so that you keep the cold stimulating throughout it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you notice, I mean, I remember when I used to take ice baths, if I didn't move, I would just slowly lose feeling on the surface of my body. And I would be like, oh, I don't even feel the cold anymore.
Yeah.
There are some other benefits. So it might help you focus, like Carly said. Also, it can improve sleep.
Yep. I did sleep like a baby last week.
Yeah. And it helps people feel less fatigued. So like Carly said, she does it before some of her really early morning clients. And obviously it's like taking a cold shower in the morning. It's going to wake you up a little bit more. So start low and go slow. Most doctors.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I will say the first time I did it and got my torso in it, I felt nauseous the first.
Oh yeah, it like knocks the wind out of you.
It really does. Like, but then as I got better at it every single day, because you kind of know what to expect, and it was warmer outside the next couple of days. But the first day I did it, it was like 40 degrees outside and the temp was like probably 40 degrees. So I only went in for 1 minute and I thought I was going to throw up. But then once I got out of it, I've never felt better in my life through the rest of the day. So it does.
Never in her life. You hear that?
Never in my life had I ever felt better. But I do also have a lot of injuries. So it actually was very great for the inflammation in my body.
Yeah.
too.
Well, so I don't know if any of you have seen that thing on TikTok where you stick your face in a bowl of super
Oh my gosh, that's
cold.
really good for your skin too.
Yes. It's I forget what it's called. It's similar.
Charlie D'Amelio does it. She starts every day with sticking her face in ice water. I did that before my friend's wedding so that it like holds your makeup better, and it also like, I don't want to say snatches your face, but like it tightens up your skin. Mm-hmm. So it's basically like homemade Botox.
Wow.
So
I should do that every
yes, it is good for your face, and we can always talk about this another day, but essentially someone said for when you're hungover, it helps a lot as well.
Yeah.
So Hurley.
Hey.
I'm just kidding.
Maddie.
Well, you know how
I'm
lame.
responsible.
Yeah, I know you are, but I mean, I was hungover after like my 2 espresso martinis. Nick, you know when you feel fine and then like 3 hours later you're like, I don't feel fine.
Yeah.
I thought I felt fine. I don't feel fine. Yeah, like that's how I felt on Sunday. So I took like a 2.5 hour nap. Felt better, but maybe if I had stuck my face in cold water, I would have felt better.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all over TikTok. That one specifically.
You should have just come over Sunday and cold plunged. You would have felt so much better.
See, like I was at the point of my hangover where I was like, slept. No.
But
no
you know
cold.
how good it would have felt if you cold plunged and then got in sweats and then slept?
No, I wanted to just zip on home. I like just wanted to be on my couch. Nick and I we stayed on the couch from like 1 to 4.
All I can say is I wish I started this
In the summer?
In the summer, because now going into the winter, I'm definitely going to have to transition to cold showers in the morning, and that's going to suck. I don't like the feeling of
I think a cold plunge is easier.
It is, for sure.
Than a cold shower.
I never put my shoulders fully in, which is...
You got to go all the way up here.
I
and
went
arms.
to here, but I didn't put my arms.
Carly's been keeping her arms out.
I had like a little chicken wing. Yeah, so
And with someone who has neck problems and rib problems, you should definitely be putting submerging your whole body in.
I know.
Or go all the way under.
I saw Joe's friend do that.
Just
our friend.
You.
His
no,
friend.
thank you.
Yeah.
No thanks. But
Yeah.
so do with that what you will. What you want to do. If you want to try a different way of recovery, make sure if you're not sure if you should be doing it, check with your doctor or, but just don't make them too cold at first. No one wants hypothermia.
Yeah.
Now's not the time to get hypothermia.
But I am going to say 10 out of 10 recommend.